So for this example, it says that sitting in the stands at a football game, PJ's seat is 18 feet above the field and 41 feet from the sidelines. Determine the angle of depression where PJ's seated to the sidelines. So one thing that we certainly want to point out here is the angle of depression. An angle of depression is if we have a horizontal line and then an angle extends downward from there. This is known as the angle of depression. That would be this right here. So for this example, we have PJ is 41 feet from the sidelines and he's 18 feet above the sidelines. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a quick graphic representing this. So if this is PJ sitting here, he is 41 feet from the sidelines. So there's our 41 feet. And he is 18 feet above the sidelines. So you can imagine here he is here. So then this forms a right triangle again. And here's our right angle. So you can imagine if this is PJ here, he's looking down at the football field down here. So the angle of depression is this right here. That's what we're trying to find. Now if I go ahead and I label each one of these, if this is A over here, and this is B over here, don't forget C is always going to be the one with the right angle. If this is A over here, then the side opposite over here, here's A over here, this is 18 feet. B, the side opposite here, this is B here. So it seems as though the measure that we're missing would be the hypotenuse. But we're looking for an angle of depression. Now remember, for trig ratios, we are trying to determine side lengths. Their inverses we use when we're trying to determine angle measures. So we're trying to determine an angle measure. And for here, we labeled it as angle A. So all I have to do is look at what information I do that's in relationship to angle A here. And it seems as though I have an opposite here and an adjacent here. So the measure of angle A, an opposite and an adjacent, that's tangent. But since I'm looking for an angle measure, it's going to be the inverse of tangent. And of course, we raise that to the -1 power. And what is tangent inverse? Well, that's the opposite, that's A, over the adjacent, which is B. So then this is going to be the inverse of tangent, tangent inverse, A, which is 18 feet, divided by B, which is 41 feet. So then we go over to our calculator. Keep in mind that we want to make sure that our calculator is in degree mode. It says it right here. I don't know if you could see it. Every calculator should have an indication of what type of mode it's in, but I want to make sure I'm in degree mode. We're dealing with degrees. So now that I'm in degree mode, again, here is my sine key. And above sine is sine inverse. Here is my cosine key, and above that is my cosine inverse. And here's my tangent key. And above that is my tangent inverse. So this is what I want, the inverse of tangent. So I'm just going to go second tangent. And I'm going to type in the 18 over 41. Close off that parenthesis. And that's approximately 23.7 degrees. So the angle of depression for PJ here is approximately 23.7 degrees. And we got it.